Hello. On this Ash Wednesday, Wakanda Christian Church and I, Reverend Robin Bless, the pastor with these amazing people, extend our Ash Wednesday blessings upon you and the courage and God's abounding love as we embark upon this holy season of Lent. We know this year it is going to look differently. This year also marks an anniversary. We will come upon a year of living in this COVID time. And so today of all days is a day to bring all of our grief, all of our hardship, all of the ways that wrong and sin have been running rampant in our world. Bring it before God as we hear these words from Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to your steadfast love, according to your abundant mercy. Blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. Our hands are raw from washing. We are so familiar with the sting of sanitizer upon our winter-chapped skin. Yet we persist. With each rub of our hands, remembering the mercy of handshakes on Sunday mornings. How a high five, even fleeting, is one moment where your teenager lifts his eyes from his device to meet yours. The argument of a moment ago is gone. The psalmist continues saying, "For I know my transgressions and my sin is ever before me." In our long times apart, we have played in our minds past frustrations, long-standing tensions. In this time apart, we have paused, remembering the simple moments of laughing, sharing coffee, and passing the plate of cookies. Ash Wednesday is a time to recall that, yes, we have wronged one another. We have fallen short, and the smudge of our short-sightedness may not be seen by one another, but the psalmist reminds us, saying, "Against you, God, you alone have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight." God's memory is far greater than our own. And God's hands have looked like this before. When the Creator dug in that first garden, forming and shaping us, then breathing into us God's very breath. Today, God wishes for us to remember that, as the psalm continues, you desire truth in our inward being. Therefore, God, teach me wisdom in my secret heart. In this time apart, we have seen so much truth revealed. When Jesus, standing before a disputing crowd seeking our so-called justice, he bent to the ground and then digging with his fingers into the very dirt to write something. We do not know. Christ calls us to look upon the dirt beneath our own fingernails today as we recall our limitations, We also recall our desire to look upon that ground, but just after Jesus wipes the words away. Remember that we long to know and to seek that truth. As the psalmist continues, let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones that you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and put a new and right spirit within me. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and sustain in me a willing spirit. From this place of smoothed over sand, what was is not forgotten, even as it is forgiven. And yet, what will be is still a possibility. It is from this place of possibility, in the reaching out to one another, offering connection and forgiveness, we discover God doing the exact same thing to us. In this very place, upon the hands that must be withheld, our very breath that must be masked, we faithfully declare, O Lord, open my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. For you have no delight in sacrifice. If I were to give you a burnt offering, you would not be pleased. The sacrifice acceptable to God is a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, you will not despise. A broken, open heart. A spirit broken free of fear and pride. A welcome hand offering a sign of love beyond any boundary. From the dust of the earth to the stardust of the universe, you were made. From the grime of living to the far reaches of loving, you were created. Ash Wednesday blessings be upon you, dear ones, and upon all of us. Thanks be to God.